Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. In motion, it's Golden. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Left side, he finds Kraft. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll take this down inside the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. And that will be a 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
On play action, Daniels. That's caught by Golden, right side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Results in a 1st down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. He'll get this out wide. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And he'll take this one in. Has a touchdown. It's his third touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the former 7th round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 9.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. Big strides, look at him go. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, KC. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
On the set.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give it to the first option. That's the fullback. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It'll That'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Moving to his right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? 19,
On the toss, they'll run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Third down and 9.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Flush to his left. He'll look deep, left sideline. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They get big yardage on the deep ball. An even 40 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, check. Cowboy 8.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. Having a quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Get it?
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. And he's in. Tucker Kraft for the touchdown.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Visitors 14, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. I go, little lady. Come back. Hey, Sunday,
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Yellow! Let's go, blue, lady!
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 3. And he's in! Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
And 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Go!
Drive will start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle by Brian Cook. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go!
And motion is Golden.
Ready?
Here's a toss, right side. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now! Let's go!
Now a handoff, running right. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8.
70, Timber Wolf.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now, Daniels. That's taken in, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. That's taken at about the 14. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Yellow.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. As he gets it up past the 30, he'll mark him at the 32.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his right. Now he'll run. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Headed left. Buying time. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yellow.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. So 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
15. Attack!
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn it to a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man left side. He's got it. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Chiefs. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Play action. Here's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Good. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
60 Vikings. 19 Lions.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes rolling to the left. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Patrick to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, KC.
10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. The clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And He's got another one. Touchdown, KC. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
Visitors 14. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set. Dragon 60. Come on. Set. 79. Let's go.
On first down, Daniels. Moving outside the pocket. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Result is a first down.
Ready. 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports.
Yellow. 180.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Parrish on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Pacheco. Down the sideline, past the 45. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 18 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the line. Quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. To the pylon, he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
Right, adds the extra point. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Team 35, visitors 14. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Cowboys.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. And I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the left side, he finds traffic. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game. But so far,
and he will get into the end zone for the score. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the visitors back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I don't need to.
First and 10 for Mahomes. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
Yellow, 43. 180.
To throw is Mahomes. Rolling right, going for it all. That's hard. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Chiefs. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Makes the score Chiefs 42, visitors 21. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Daniel. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to look for the home run ball. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Hold it ready.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
All right, it's Pacheco. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Now right to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs tack on one more to their lead.
49. Visitors 21. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
From the set. Ready. 70 Lions.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was taken down.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go.
Throwing is Daniel. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Daniels now on first down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Like likely one more play in this third quarter.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Daniels to throw on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Third and long.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18. Pioneer. Dragon 60.
To the air again is Daniel. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Viking 18. Ready.
Daniels gonna throw again. Escaping to his left. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six.
On is right for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further.
The score, our home team 56. Visitors 21. Matthew Wright set to
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now this offense could use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Daniels. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but He just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up. This is taken at the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Right side.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. To the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal.
Wright's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Deputy! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he'll air one out. That is hard. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. An even 40 yards.
60 Vikings! 60 Vikings!
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yellow!
Now they'll pitch it out here. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Yellow!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yellow!
They'll give on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
them, they need 5.
Mark the blue lady!
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were